lovelies, it's Victoria. About time for me to make another video, especially now that I have some really big news and really awesome things to share with you. First, a big thank you to the folks who came out to PenCon. It was a success. It was a lot of fun, met a lot of awesome people, and opened up a lot of opportunities, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But I did want to thank everyone who came out and purchased books. The books I did have, because I had some issues with Amazon not getting my books on time. So some people did order and some people bought other things than books that I had. So it made for a very successful PenCon. And I'm sorry, I'm holding this so it's going to move around a little bit. So I apologize because I'm kind of doing this on the fly, but I wanted to get some things out. And because I have promised big news, I've been delivering some things. But since the summer and winning the, or getting second place on St. Louis A-List in the author category in the reader's favorite section, I have been, again, building and building on what I've been doing already. And during PenCon, I realized a lot of things that I needed to make more changes in how I was doing things. And I'm not reaching the audience I would really like to be reaching right now. Just being exclusively through Amazon. And right now it's been, and that's been more of just a convenience thing with time. I'm almost at the point where my day job is allowing me to do other things. So there is a lot of new content I'm working on, which brings me to, I am broadening the scope by far, starting with, and I can announce for sure, the first one with Kobo. And I met some of the good folks at PenCon from Kobo, and they were wonderful, great people. And I'm in the process of moving most of my catalog over there. Right now, I would just advise, if you are on Amazon, I intend to stay with Amazon. Kobo allows me to do that, and a lot of other companies, and a lot of other people don't want you to know this. However, there's going to be some things that will disappear from Amazon, and that would be free copies. So this is, if you take away anything from this particular video of mine, if you've downloaded free copies, pick them up, make sure you've got them on your Kindle or whatever e-reader you use, your phone, your tablet, your laptop, and read them. Once I go from unlimited, I don't know what's going to happen to those. They do update, Amazon that is, being they, do update frequently how they run Kindle Unlimited, KDP, that sort of thing. So if you have free copies of any of my books, and that's Victoria L. Schultz, S-Z-U-L-C, Z as in Zed, zebra. See, I got that in for my UK people. So do read those if you can. Carve out some time, because some of those were definitely going away in November. Any free copies, I may do a few more promos while the time is still there to do them, but by late November, things will start popping up on Kobo. What I like about Kobo is they're going to reach some of my folks that love me in Japan. I got a lot of readers over there. Thank you, guys. And over in Asia, Korea. I've had some people lately pick up in Brazil, Germany. So, you know, and Amazon is spreading the wealth and trying to do multiple countries, but in other countries, they're not number one, like the US. And Kobo has the biggest draw in Canada, and I may be doing a big, not a big, but a small con in Canada next June. So it just makes sense for me to go with Kobo to start. But eventually, what I'm hoping is by March, I will also be on Apple, on iBooks, and also on Google Books. So, and I know that Amazon does some of those channels, but in some ways they're just not, people aren't picking up, are not able to get the books from Amazon. So I do want to broaden my range and make sure those books are available. So again, if you take one thing away from this, if you have any of my free books, now's the time to read them. And if you would, I'd love if you'd leave a review. I don't know how long they'll be out there. Even though they're priced now, but then you'd have to pay for them if they decide suddenly like, oh, well, free books are gone, we're taking these out, or what have you. They're no longer going to be on Kindle Unlimited, so you need to pick them up. The next thing, I've got some other great things going on. And I'm sorry, yes, I have to cheat and use notes because there's a lot of things. My October is packed. I have 5 events at 2 different cultural institutions I work for, plus a witches' night out, plus my usual Central West End Halloween fabulousness. And I know I'm missing a couple things at the Fox Theater, a couple shows I'm going to see, and of course my birthday. You know, I need to celebrate. This is the first time in probably over 10 years I haven't worked for some sort of costuming shop. So I'm actually able to get out a little bit and enjoy some of these events and do some things. So, and even the work-related events are going to be awesome, I'm sure. So I'm going to have a little bit of downtime for myself and some time to recharge, because this summer and in the spring, actually I have been on the get-go since the beginning of the year. And it was unexpected because I moved, but everything's been great. And I love what I do. And again, it's allowing me to keep writing, keep creating art, and also get fed culturally. So I come up with some great storylines and great ideas, which brings me to next year. I was supposed to have coloring books out. They're coming next year. I will do my best to see if I can get anything out by Christmas. That would also include Lafayette to London. Because, again, I'm changing platforms, or adding platforms to what I already have. It's going to take a lot of tech work, and that's moving things around, changing covers. And I have been, if you read along my blog, my steampunkproject.wordpress.com, you know that I have been updating covers and updating content. So new book trailers are coming out, new photos, covers, all kinds of nifty things. So those will probably have to wait till next year. I'm also working on an extended version of The Brown Lady. If you want to read a good snippet, just pick up the current edition, which is the short story edition, but I'm working on a full-length one. I also have another Gothic horror novel that I expect to come out around this time next year. If everything goes as well as planned, it's going to blow the lid off of what I've got going. It's going to be awesome. What else can I tell you all? I just expect some really cool things. Maybe some other books that are more historical fiction, but definitely more steampunk. And of course, you know, I write mostly steampunk. I do have the vampire series. That I can tell you also. Surprise, October. It's coming in about a week. It's in the final editing stages. Is the latest short Vampire's Little Black Book story, and that is called The Body Farm. And that is going to be in Amazon's Pen to Publish contest. So you're going to hear all about that. And then currently, A Dream of Emerald Skies is out. Some of you may have downloaded that. Please, again, like I said, if you downloaded that with free, you probably want to get a hold of it and read it. Please review, and all I ask is an honest review. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't like it, say you don't like it. I'd rather have you review it than it just sit there, because a lot of people downloaded a lot of copies. I'll talk more about Emerald in another video, but it's out there, and it's also, it was in the UK Storytellers contest. It did not make the finals. It made the semifinals, so it was in the top whatever 10,000 or something. So it did get in there in the competition. I entered it late, and I'll come back to that in just a second, later than I would have liked to, but I do love that book, and it's going to get a lot of promotion, and it is now in an Amazon Originals contest, so to be adapted for TV or movie or what have you. So again, I would appreciate any reads you could offer, or reviews, what have you. Please, again, share the wealth, and if you have any sort of group with Kindle or Amazon to share it or use it, thanks, I appreciate it. So, which brings me back to the things that held me up. Again, with all the changes, there's some things I had let go of. My Etsy store will close. It's been posted for a while. If you see something on Etsy, you want to grab it. Again, Etsy has made changes that's made it extremely difficult to do business. I know a lot of people have tried it. They've had some changes in upper management, and it's not been easy. I've been grateful for what has happened with Etsy, but I'm moving things over to other platforms with that as well. So again, some things are, I will have links and things coming. Again, always watch my steampunk project .wordpress.com for updates on links. And then all my social media links are there as well. So I'm letting go of Etsy. The free books will be gone. And I was talking about things and delays. I had a bunch of people flake, and I hate people flaking. I'm just going to let that out right now. Let it go. Someone flaked on me, basically twice this summer. And that put a lot of projects behind in terms of covers and things. So there's certain people that, I'm just not going to associate with anymore. It's not worth my time, and it's made things difficult. I've also let go of certain shows and collaborations just because, again, it's just not been the right fit, and I can't keep throwing that kind of money at something when it's not making money. I do this for me, really, not to be selfish, but in order to put food on the table or pay bills like anybody else, and I love being an artist, and I do have those starving artist moments. So I really appreciate all the support and anything that's you're able to do for me, or anybody who's helped me in the past. Know that I am extremely grateful, and I'm always filled with gratitude for all of that. But going back to that, so certain shows and collaborations I've had to kind of let go of because they're just not working. And sometimes it happens, and it's not always a bad thing. It's not as bad as a divorce or something. I've had a lot of people go through those things in the last few years, so at least I haven't done that. So, but on the good side, again, many, many things coming. Didn't mean to prattle on this long. Watch this space. Again, I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. I've got some great book trailers that'll be coming up. And again, most of the major changes are going to start by late November. So please, again, if you take away anything from this video, as I said before, download those free books or the books you've read, you've downloaded, you haven't read, read them, review them, put them aside. I can't guarantee what Amazon is going to do once I start broadening the horizons. And again, no bad feelings with Amazon. I'm going to stay there. It'll be another platform, but it's just not reaching everybody I need to reach. So thank you. I'm always full of gratitude. As always, thank you for reading. And I'll be back with another video real soon to talk a little bit more about A Dream of Emerald Skies and what's going on. So probably in about a week. Thanks, folks. Take care. Bye.